Hey, what's up? Welcome to another day trading the QQQ. So, today I traded the QQQ and I forgot a confluence, which was the dollar. So, I just traded the QQQ off candlestick patterns today, but I forgot to use the dollar as a confluence, and the dollar would have given me a clear indicator that the market was going bearish. But because I was busy doing some stuff today, I could not trade the QQQ using the dollar as a confluence, but I use candlestick formation to find a trade on the QQQ. So I had two trades today, right? And remember that this platform, it has it a day behind for some reason. So this is November 28th, and then the times are behind by 5 hours because it's a UK platform. So this trade was executed at 10:30. So I entered on a buy on this candle when it started to come down here, and then I had my stop loss at 284. So let me see if I can show you that exactly. So on the 10 at 10:30, I entered for a buy, right? So let me find that exact thing. So on the 10 o'clock candle, entered for a buy at 284.76. 284.76, and this is the 10 o'clock candle. 284.76. 2847. That one. 2847. Okay, so let's expand it. Two eight four seven six on this candle. 28476 for it to go up. So while it was forming today, I figured it had formed a bottom here, and I figured that it would have had more room to continue up, right? So 28476 with 50 shares, and then it hit my stop loss when it came down to 28.4. So I used purple for the entrance and then red for the exit. So purple for the entrance, red for the exit, and this is -5. So that's on the 12 o'clock candle. So this one's a 284 flat, 284 flat. 284 solid right there. On the 12 o'clock candle, because you're -5 from this. So I entered here, and then I got stopped out when it started to break below this level, right? So that's where I got stopped out for $39.50 there at that point. So at that point, when it started to break below here, that's when I figured that my trade was wrong, and then I decided to enter when price began to form up here and play it more to the downside. So these green lines are like intraday um support and resistance. So on the 3 hour candle, I had this was the highest that the price went up today. This was the lowest, right? So I figured if price closed down here, we could see more push to the downside, right? And I was actually right in that trade. So that was the first trade that I lost $41 overall on. And then the second trade was taking it to the sell side, right? And then I entered at 214.12, and this is at 12:55. So that's still on the 12 o'clock candle on the 1 hour, right? So 12 o'clock candle on the 1 hour, 12 o'clock candle, which is this one, right? And I entered 284.12, 284.12, 284.12, right? Right about here on the 12 o'clock candle, 284.12, 284.12. And then I use purple for the entry and red for the exit. So I could have actually gotten more profit if I tried to hold right down to here, But when I saw the trade in like profits that recovered my loss from today and still leave me at a profit, I decided to just exit. And that was at, if you minus 5 from this, 14. So the 2 o'clock candle, so 243. And that was this candle, so 243. And I exited at 28272. So right there. So when I saw it break and close below here, I figured this would have become a new resistance, and then we would have traded back down here with my stop loss at around 285 actually, which would have been like I'm losing around $40 on that trade if it didn't go my way. And then I exited here, which had a profit of $68. Right, so I entered just based on it breaking this, it breaking the support and resistance formed by the 3-hour candle here. So this was the high of the morning, this was the low of the morning, and then just entered once it began to close down here. Once it closed down here, entered, right, and just rode it down to here, exited at 68. I mean, I could have exited down here for sure, but I was not guaranteed, because as you can see, the price did reverse and come right back above it. Still would have ended in profits for the day, but I wouldn't want to take that risk sometimes, because I had the wrong trade in the morning, and then I figured I got a good trade in the evening, I got to write it down, let me just exit with a profit. But going forward, I want to ensure that I'm watching the DXY, because that seems to show like some confirmation while I'm trading. Because look at this, the DXY was bullish all day, just all green candles, which would have showed us that it's clear that the QQQ would have went down. From what I'm seeing and what I'm experiencing in the charts, the QQQ will go down if the DXY is going up, and then you probably see like Bitcoin going down based just off of that. So this is today, that's Sunday, so Bitcoin didn't really even, I mean, it had a red candle here, you had a red candle here. Just kind of interesting, because maybe Bitcoin isn't really reacting to the DXY like that. I don't like the bit stamp, just feel like something is wrong with it. But okay, Bitcoin didn't really react much to it. I mean, you had a push down here, you had this, and you could have exited, but you still would have probably got knocked out. I mean, Bitcoin moves violent if you try to trade it. But that's basically it. I saw the relation between the DXY and the QQQ, and that could offer some, I'm gonna just use that more as some form of confluence when I'm trading. But that's basically it. That was my 2 trades for today. So I ended today in a profit, and I was just using how the candlesticks formed instead of using other things. I mean, we could have used this is the 55 EMA, the cut of the 55 EMA, but even that's not even certain. This could have even been a tweezer top as well, and then that caused it to push down. So this could have been a tweezer top indicator. So let me show you tweezer top. So you see you have that, and you have tweezer top push down. All right, and it's bearish. Okay, so that's basically it. And I don't know, I'm kind of under the weather today, but if you actually watch this, thank you, and see you tomorrow in the next trade.